Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Game 2 of our doubleheader here with Shawnee Community College as the Blue Devils get set to take on the Saints. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First, for the Saints, they come in with a record of 6 wins and 3 losses, starting at one guard. A 6'1" freshman from Florissant, Missouri, Glenn Valentine. And at guard, a 6'2" sophomore from Blytheville, Arkansas, Tedrick Washington Jr. At guard, a 6'3" sophomore from San Antonio, Texas, number 12, Adrian Cohen. And at forward, a 6'5" freshman from Chicago Curry in Chicago, Illinois, Jermel Grigsby. And at forward, a 6'6" sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee, Jaquan Tyus. The Saints are coached by John Sparks, assisted by Carl Johnson and Savion McEwen. Now let's take a look at the starting lineups for the Blue Devils of Kaskaskia College. Coming with a record of 10 wins and 2 losses, 2-1 in conference play, averaging right at 84 points a game on the season. At forward, a 6'6" freshman from East St. Louis, Illinois, number 1, David Granger. At guard, a 6' sophomore from Cairo, Illinois, number 3, Chauncey Hughes. At guard, a 6' sophomore from East St. Louis, Illinois, Travion Jones, wearing number 10. At forward, a 6'5" sophomore from New Orleans, Louisiana, number 24, Dylan Delott. And at forward, a 6'8" freshman from Murray, Kentucky, number 34, Darius Duffy. Blue Devils are coached by Brian Hancock. They come in on a 3-game winning streak. Their last 3 wins were over St. Louis Community College, 55-44, and Southwest Illinois College, 65-60, and Lincoln Trail, 59-55. So we'll see what the Blue Devils can do here. Hopefully they have a little bit of better result than what the Blue Angels had against the Shawnee Saints in our game number 1. And right now they're looking at the floor where they cleaned up some moisture. We're looking over there before the national anthem. In the center circle here, it's going to be Jermel Grigsby going up against Darius Duffy for the jump ball here. So our officials are set here. And the Blue Devils win the tip. Chauncey Hughes will bring it up across half court. Saints come out in a man-to-man defense. Hughes dribbles over to the left side, now to the right side, now passes it off to Travion Jones. Jones right back over to Hughes. Hughes going to drive into the paint, spin move, pull up, jumper, little floater, and he gets that one to fall off the back of the iron. Just sat flat for a second and then fell through. So Chauncey Hughes puts the Blue Devils on the board first. Glenn Valentine III brings it up across half court over to Washington Jr. Now left side over to Cohen. Cohen now brings it back up over top to Valentine. Valentine, top of the key, a long three-pointer, and he buries that one, 3-2. Jones will bring it up across half court. Gets a double screen at the top as he goes to the right. Now he passes it over to Granger. Granger right back over to Jones. Jones looking inside, gets to the right elbow, now passes it back up top to Hughes. Chauncey Hughes with it. He's going to pull up for a long 3. That one's no good. Long rebound comes out into the hands of the Saints, as that was Grigsby trying an outlet pass, and that's taken away by Hughes. And Chauncey Hughes with it underneath the basket in traffic. Puts that one back up still. He missed it the first 2 times, but the 3rd time counts, folks. Travion Jones right there with the putback. KC on top by 1. Valentine over to Washington. Washington Jr. drives it down the left lane. Shot up, no good, and the rebound into the hands of Chauncey Hughes, and now we're going to have a whistle and a foul, and that's going to go against Tedrick Washington. That'll be his first personal, first team foul. KC will inbound the ball right in front of their own bench as they come towards me. Hughes brings it across half court. Hughes right side over to Jones. Jones back underneath there to Duffy. Duffy out to Granger. Granger for three. That one's short off the iron and a wrong rebound picked up by Jaquan Tyus. Tyus now over to Valentine. Valentine right back over to Cohen. Cohen gets the screen, gonna drive down the right side of the lane, high off the glass, and he puts that one up and in for two. Adrian Cohen puts the Saints back on top, 5-4. Hughes will bring it across half court, brings it over to the left side, pass over to Granger, out of his reach, but he runs it down and picks it back up, and now he hands it off to Jones. Travion Jones at the point, gonna dribble over to the left side. Bounce pass over to Duffy. Duffy down the lane, and the little floater over the front of the iron is good. Darius Duffy, the 6'8" freshman from Murray, Kentucky. Tyus with it, now back up top over to Cohen. Cohen dribbling down the left side of the lane, double team there, and reaching in from the outside is Chauncey Hughes, and it looks like he's gonna pick up the foul. Oh, they're going to give it on Travion Jones instead. His first personal, first team foul. Substitution into the game for the Saints. Tyrone King checking into the action, and going to the bench will be Tedrick Washington. Inbounds pass. Right away to King. His shot up, no good. Rebound, outlet, over to Duffy, coming down the lane. Duffy in traffic, and he's going to be fouled. And the foul's going to go against Jermel Grigsby of the Saints. That'll be his first personal, team second. Blue Devils will inbound underneath their own basket to my left. Inbound pass to Delott. Delott, bounce pass right side over to Hughes. Now to Jones. Jones double team, gets it over to Duffy. Duffy has the ball stripped away. Valentine with it, going up, reverse layup, good for two. 7-6. Jones will bring it up across half court, where he's greeted there by Tyrone King. Bounce pass underneath into Granger, back up top to Delott. Delott back out to Jones. Jones gonna bring it back out to the half court circle. Reset the offense, gets a screen, splits two defenders, gets it over to Delott. Delott shot up, no good, and a rebound on the weak side by Valentine. Valentine gets it over to Grigsby now. Now to Tyrus. Tyrus underneath, they get it inside to Grigsby. Grigsby puts a shot up, and he's fouled. David Granger will pick up the personal foul for the Blue Devils, his first, second team. Jermel Grigsby to the free throw line for the Saints, who have a 1-point lead here. Just over 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes gone by here in the first half. Grigsby toed the line one more time. And he misses the second one, but now we have a whistle. They're going to get a lane violation like it is on 34 maybe. And a substitution in the game, Kyler McIntosh into the game for Jermel Grigsby. Sorry, correction. In the game for Jaquan Tyrus. Delott with the rebound, 8-6. Saints on top of the Blue Devils. Delott with it on the right wing, underneath to Duffy. Duffy to Granger. Granger gonna cut down, tried to go through traffic, and he's gonna draw the foul. Foul is going to go against number 32, Kyler McIntosh, the 6'5" freshman from Metropolis, Illinois, Massac County High School. David Granger at the free throw line for the Blue Devils. He's averaging about 7.5 points a game for the Blue Devils, shooting 71% from the free throw line. And Granger makes the first one. Granger will step up to the stripe one more time. That one's a little too hard around the rim and no good. Quick outlet, Valentine. Now over to Cohen. Cohen driving into the lane, layup, no good. And Duffy there for the rebound. Duffy outlet pass to Hughes. Hughes with it on the right wing. Hughes, left side over to Jones. Jones now back over to Hughes. Hughes for three from the right wing. No good. Ball tipped around, and McIntosh comes down with it for the Saints. Gets it out to Cohen. Cohen working against Jones, looking for the screen up top. Cohen taking it into the left side on the wing. Pull-up jumper good for two. 10-7. Travion Jones will bring it up across half court. Bounce pass left side to Granger. Granger over to Duffy. Duffy trying to go underneath to DeLotte, and DeLotte got held up by the screen, and they throw it away. Substitutions into the game for the Saints. Checking in number 0, Keontae Holder. And back in is Tedrick Washington. And also checking in now is number 21, Ryan Gordon. Gordon, a 6'5" sophomore out of Little Rock, Arkansas. And Keontae Holder, a 5'9" freshman from San Antonio, Texas. Holder taking over the ball handling duties right now. Working on the point, working there against Hughes. Holder looking inside. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Right side over to Washington. Washington gets it inside. There to Gordon, and Gordon working against Commandant Kanzler, who also came in for Commandant Kanzler picks up his first personal. He's a 6'9" freshman out of East St. Louis. Ryan Gordon at the free throw line puts the first one up and in. 11-7. Gordon will have one more. And that one's good. Blue Devils trail by 5. Full court pressure by the Saints. Hughes brings it across. Now turns around and sets the offense back up. Bounce pass right side over to Granger. Granger over to Kanzler. Kanzler looking inside. Nothing there. Now back over to Travion Jones. He comes on the left wing. Back into Kanzler. Kanzler in traffic, and they're going to call him for the travel. As soon as he got the pass, he was double teamed. And we're going to take a break. Media timeout. 12-7 is the score. Saints on top of the Blue Devils here at Kaskaskia. 13:45 to go here in the first half. Shawnee 12, Kaskaskia 7. Saints with the basketball. Holder dribbles over to the right wing. KC in a man-to-man defense again. Now left side up over to Washington. Washington rattles one home for 3. Makes it 15-7. Travion Jones will bring it up across, working against Holder. Jones to the right side. In the trap, gets it underneath to Kanzler. Kanzler, and a little floater from about 4 foot is good. (15-9), 13 to go here in the first half. Holder, guarded against by Chartsy Hughes. Right side over to Valentine. Valentine driving down through the paint, throws it up towards the rim. Loose ball finally there, picked up by Gordon. Gordon takes it back up to the glass and puts it up and in for 2. Travion Jones quickly brings it up the right side of the court. Splits 2 defenders now over to Kanzler. Kanzler back out to Jones, a reset. Jones around the screen, high off the glass, good for 2. Travion Jones. Holder now has it over on the left wing. Dribbling into the paint. Pull up, gets it up over a jumping Kanzler. Comes off the rim and Holder gets his own rebound. Looking inside. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Holder back up top, McIntosh, bounce pass. Inside to Gordon. Gordon has it knocked away, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. Substitutions coming into the game. Jalen Petty, a 6'6" freshman out of South Bend, Indiana, for the Blue Devils, as well as Peyton Sheen, a 6'3" sophomore from Urbana, California, checking in, and coming back into the game for the Saints is number 20, Jaquan Tyus. KC will inbound the ball underneath the basket to my right. Full court pressure. Length of the court to go. Inbound pass to Kanzler. Kanzler gives it right back to Granger. Granger will hand it off to Jones. Jones, double team, gets it across to Granger, across half court. Now bounce pass right back to Jones. Jones dribbles around the screen at the point. Jones, bounce pass over underneath to Granger, and Granger taking it strong to the hole. He's fouled on his way there. The foul will go against Jaquan Tyus. It'll be his first personal, 4th team foul. Granger will go back to the free throw line again. Granger makes the first one. Substitutions into the game. For the Saints, checking back in is number 1, Glenn Valentine III, and making his first appearance into the game, number 4, Tyrion King, a 6'2" freshman out of Blytheville, Arkansas. Granger's second free throw is good. 17-13, 4-point lead for Shawnee here in the first half. Valentine almost threw it away, but runs it down. Now gives it back over to Tyrus. Now right side to Valentine for 3. That one's no good, and the rebound by Kanzler. Jones with it across half court. Inside to Kanzler. Kanzler quickly double team, kicks it out right side over to Petty. Petty for 3. That one up, no good. Battle for the rebound, and Tyus comes down with it for the Saints. He'll hand it off over to King. King now to Valentine. Now to Washington. Washington on the wing. Working there against Peyton Sheen. Washington dribbles all the way down through the paint, kicks it back out. Left side. Into Gordon, I believe it is. And Gordon goes up. And they're going to say the ball goes out of bounds. Gordon to the bench now, and checking back in is Jamel Grigsby. Valentine looking to inbound it underneath their own basket. All the way back up top to King. King left side to Valentine. He's going to drive to the paint. And his shot is up, no good. Shot clock buzzer goes off. But by that time, Chancellor already had possession of the ball for the Blue Devils. Jones with it. Now right side over to Sheen. Sheen back up top to Granger. Now left side to Jones. Jones on the dribble. Kicks it out to Peyton Sheen on the right wing. Sheen to the free throw line. Trying to go up and has it ripped away by Washington. And Washington brings it down and lays it up over the glass. And Sheen stands there and says, where was the foul? 19-13. Granger with it at the point. Now to Sheen. Sheen driving into the paint. Now kicks it back out to Granger on the left side. Underneath to Petty. Petty, spin move to the left, and the shot up. No good, but he draws the foul. Foul will go against Tyrone King. Petty at the free throw line. First one up, no good. Substitution in the game before the Saints. Number 5, Amari Jones. And number 11, A.K. Hasley. Jones, a 6'5" freshman from Osbury Park, New Jersey. And Hasley, 6'4" sophomore from West Memphis, Arkansas. Jalen Petty's second free throw is up and good. And now we're going to have a substitution in the game. David Granger to the bench coming in for the Blue Devils. Number 11, Tyrone Smith, a 6'8" freshman out of Chicago, Illinois. 19-14. Valentine with it. Now back up top to Washington. Washington wide open for three from the top of the key. No good. Jones with the rebound for the Blue Devils. Jones quickly pushes it up to Sheen, right side. Sheen looking for help. Bounce pass in to Chancellor. Chancellor's shot up, no good, but could not get the rebound as Grigsby had position. 8.5 to go here in the first half, 19-14. Washington with it for the Saints. Washington now back up top to Cohen. Sorry, Grigsby that was. Now back over to Washington. Washington on the dribble, now right side. Over to Jones. Jones driving into the paint. Shot up, no good. Got his own rebound, though. Puts it back up. That one's no good. Ball tipped around, and finally it goes up and it hits the shot clock on top of the backboard. And it'll be KC basketball. Darius Duffy checking back into the game for the Blue Devils. Chancellor comes out of the game. (19-14) is your score. Travion Jones, left side, Peyton Sheen, wide open 4-3, 2, they're gonna say, is inside the arc. So Peyton Sheen for 2 there, 19-16. Valentine, over to Washington. Washington on the dribble. Get it underneath to Grigsby, and Grigsby can't get the basket to fall, and coming in for the rebound is Duffy. Jones with it on the left wing. Jones, right side, over to Petty. Petty down to Sheen. And Sheen has the ball knocked out of his hands. Substitution for the Saints into the game, number 32, Kyler McIntosh. He'll take the position of Jermel Grigsby, who goes to the bench. 7:21 to go in the first half. 3-point lead for the Saints here over Kaskaskia. Jones, step back for three. That one's short, off the front of the iron, and the rebound pulled down by Jones. Valentine with it at the point. Now right side over to Jones. Up top over there to Hasley. Now to Washington. Washington inside to Hasley. Hasley. Turnaround jumper, gets that one to fall. 21-16, Jones with it. In trouble, looking for some help. Now gets it out over to Tyrone Smith. Back up top to Jones. Right side now, over to Jalen Petty. Petty into Duffy. Duffy takes it up strong to the hole under pressure and puts it in for two. 21-18. Valentine working at the point. Loses a handle on it, and Peyton Sheen able to pick it up. And Sheen able to get the ball over to Duffy. Duffy to Jones, back to Sheen, and now Sheen called for the travel there as he tried a quick cut. Adrian Cohen will check into the game, but now we got a media timeout again, so we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. KC trailing by 3 with 6:01 to go here in the first half. Valentine right side over to Washington. Washington back up top to McIntosh. Now back down to Valentine. Valentine loses a handle on it, and as Tyrone Smith was trying to pick the ball up, he accidentally rolled it with his foot, and they called a kickball. Shawnee to inbound underneath their own basket. Inbounds pass out to Washington. Washington kicks it back out up top to McIntosh now. Back over to Washington, 11 seconds on the shot clock. Washington on the dribble, long three-pointer as the shot clock is about to expire. Short off the front of the rim. Jalen Petty with it for the Blue Devils. Petty hands it off to Jones. Jones. Left side to Prosper, who checked in at the timeout. Now to Petty. Petty a long three, no good. And the rebound pulled down there by Tyrone Smith, and we're going to get a foul on the rebound. It's going to go against A.K. Hasley. His first personal 6-team foul. KC will inbound underneath their own basket. To my left. And Jones with it on the right baseline. Up top to Smith, now over to Jones. Jones driving to the lane, layup up, no good. But Duffy there with the rebound out to Prosper. Now to Smith. Duffy for three at the buzzer of the shot clock. Count it. We are tied. Emmanuel Prosper with the three-pointer. 4.5 to go here in the first half. Washington kicks it out right side over to Cohen. Cohen now back up top to Valentine. Valentine dribbles over to the left, 6 seconds. Right side to Hazley. Hazley over to McIntosh. McIntosh, 12-footer from the right baseline is nothing but net. 23-21. Jones will bring it across half court. Right side over to Prosper. Now to Petty, back up top to Jones, to Prosper. Back over to Petty. To Jones, cutting into the lane. Jones, little jumper, good. Travion Jones. Timeout on the floor. This one by Shawnee. We're tied at 23. And they're going to take a 60-second timeout, so we're going to take it with them. We'll be right back. Tied ball game here as we come back out from the timeout. 3:42 to go in the first half. Valentine with it. Left side over to Cohen. Now quickly right side over to Washington. Up top to Valentine now. Left side over to Cohen. Cohen for three, count it. 26-23. Jones, right side over to Prosper. Now to Petty. Petty underneath to Smith, to Duffy, who puts it in for two. Darius Duffy with another two-pointer there. 26-25. Cohen, now up top to Hazley. To Valentine. Now to Washington. Washington driving in, kicks it outside over to Valentine, back up top to Washington. Dribbling around the screen, 3 seconds. Three-point attempt up by Hazley, no good, and Tyrone Smith with the rebound for the Blue Devils, who trail by 1. Jones at the point. Left side over to Petty. Petty down to Duffy on the left baseline. Back up top to Petty. Now to Jones, right side now over to Smith. Now to Prosper, to Petty. Left side, Travion Jones for three before the buzzer of the shot clock, and that one's no good. Here come the Saints. In traffic, going up strong with it was Hazley. He dishes it out now. And a three-point attempt by Valentine, no good. Jones with it. Quickly bringing it into the lane, and his shot is contested and partially blocked. Cohen with it on the right wing now for the Saints. Cohen going to pull back for three. That one's no good. Rebound goes up. Coming down with it is Hazley. Hazley, turnaround jumper, no good, and Duffy comes down with the rebound for the Blue Devils. Duffy out to Petty, who hands it off to Jones. 26-25. Prosper with it to Jones. Under a minute to go now. 10 on the shot clock for the Blue Devils. Into Smith. 6 seconds. Smith going to take the jumper from the free throw line. That one's too hard. And the rebound by Tyrus. Cohen will bring it across half court. 40 seconds to go in the half. 20 on the shot clock. About a 16-second difference. Valentine with it. He'll back it back out. Now he hands it over to Washington. Washington around the screen. No good for three. Petty with it. 20 seconds to go. 26-25. And 11 seconds to go. We're going to get a timeout by the Kaskaskia Blue Devils. Coach Brian Hancock set up that final play. 30-second timeout. We're just going to keep it right here and talk about our Kaskaskia College Sports Association corporate sponsors. Munkin Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, GMC, Chevrolet, Buick, Toyota, and Nissan. It's Munkin's over in Centralia and Mount Vernon. 3 locations between the two towns to serve you. Serving the area since 1967. API Survey, Land Surveying and Civil Engineering out of Nashville, Illinois. And Prairie Creek Apartments, affordable student housing. Visit their website at www.prairie-creek-apartments.com.
11 needs back in. He had to be here before the first one.
So now Shawnee trying to make a late substitution. Trying to make a late substitution. The officials won't let it because he did not get to the scorer's table before the first horn. So KC will inbound the basketball right here to my left in front of the Shawnee bench. They're down by 1. 11 seconds. Over to Chauncey Hughes. Hughes to Jones. 6 seconds. Jones driving down to 2. Jones floater. That's going to be short. And that's going to take us to halftime. Shawnee Community College 26, Kaskaskia College 25. We're going to take a halftime break and we'll come back with second half action here in just a little bit.
Now more than ever, community colleges play a critical role in our nation's economy and society. In addition to providing the most flexible, accessible, and affordable option in higher education, community colleges are the smart option for students to make their career dreams a reality.
If you look nationwide, the majority of the students who have the opportunity in the United States to go to college, 2/3 of them start off at a community college. The affordability, the accessibility, community colleges really are one of the only opportunities for several areas throughout the United States. A lot of individuals don't have that potential to go to a four-year university right out of high school. Either they don't have the finances, they don't have the transportation, or they just don't have the support at home, whereas community colleges can fill that void.
I think our community college system here in Illinois is a cornerstone of our higher education. It provides a career path for young folks and adults that are looking to set themselves in a position in life where they can move forward, provide for a family, and have a successful career. But it also provides someone a stepping stone into higher education, into a four-year university. And so there's flexibility at the community college level that you don't see everywhere else.
Established in 1940 and located in South Central Illinois, Kaskaskia College is a world-class institution of higher education. KC provides a supportive and transformative environment that prepares graduates to meet the critical needs of its region's workforce or seamless transition to a four-year university.
Everybody's someone at KC, and we follow through with that every day. You see it from the relationship we have from our staff and our faculty internally amongst each other. We really are a family here. One of the major things that we feel is very attractive to the institution is that personal touch. You're not just a number. We're going to know your name when you walk up and down the hallways. We have an individual that's assigned to you from the time you start to the time you finish. Most of the time it's one of your faculty members. Very few programs that we have here have more than one or two faculty members. So they're going to know you from day one to the time that you get that diploma on stage. So it's that personal touch that we take pride in. Also the affordability, but also our completion rates. 85% of our students who enroll in a two-year degree will complete on time. And you add that into their career plans and the affordability option, it's a no-brainer. It's the smart decision.
With more than 100 degree and certificate options, Kaskaskia College can set you on the path for a great future. KC's programs offer you the focused attention and hands-on training you want, along with state-of-the-art resources and career-building opportunities needed to meet the demands of this rapidly changing world.
Being from a small town in rural southern Illinois, I was really looking for a needle in a haystack, and I was able to find that needle here at Kaskaskia College. Taking full advantage of the networking that Kaskaskia did with other universities, I was able to take advantage of the 2 + 2 = a bachelor's degree. So when I graduated my associates in applied sciences and concentration in radiologic technology here at Kaskaskia, I was able to go into Washington University School of Medicine and Allied Health for a concentration in radiation therapy in my bachelor's degree. I would further advance my clinical track in stereotactic radiosurgery under the supervision of a physician, and then later on go into my master's in business administration at Edwardsville, Illinois, Southern Illinois University. I would recommend Kaskaskia College because it is high quality education at a great value. Where else can you go where you've got faculty and administrators that truly care? The students aren't another number. They're actually humans that they're mentoring for the workforce or for the next level of their academic journey.
The value of a community college education cannot be overstated, and because a Kaskaskia College education is a fraction of the cost of most four-year higher education institutions, KC graduates receive a lifetime of learning, not a lifetime of debt.
What drew me to Kaskaskia was the location was very important. The small class sizes and the sense of family was very important for me. And I do know in my meetings with the faculty, especially the admissions counselors, they were extremely helpful. I got the sense that they truly wanted what was best for me. Having been here for a year, I do feel that the sense of family that you get at Kaskaskia College is something that cannot be overlooked, because I don't feel that you would get that at a larger university. Kaskaskia College has been perfect in the logical sequence of steps from high school to your end goal of a career.
Kaskaskia College and area employers work together to ensure the skills students are learning are the skills they need to succeed in the workplace. Today's employers are looking for determined, career-minded employees with the ability to hit the ground running with real-world skills.
Kaskaskia College itself is the best in the state as far as I'm concerned. It truly is. If you look at the articulation agreements they've arranged with other universities, if you look at the things that they've done in terms of retention, affordability, and success of graduates, Kaskaskia College has done a phenomenal job, and I think it's a flagship for our community college system here in Illinois.
As a Kaskaskia College graduate, I think that every student in our district and beyond should take the opportunity to at least come and visit us. Because Kaskaskia College, everyone is someone. We believe that. From the relationships we have with our staff and faculty, but also relationships our staff and faculty have with our students. We are very, very integrated into the community, and we care. We care about our community members and our students. We're going to be part of your life from the first day you walk in the door to the day we hand you your diploma, and also when you come back in as an alumni. We take a large amount of pride in who we are. One of our mottos is everyone is someone, and we live by that.
For more information or to schedule a visit kaskaskia.edu or call 800-642-0859.
And welcome back as we get set to begin second half action here. Kaskaskia College trailing Shawnee by 1 point as we begin second half. For the Saints, they're going to be back out there with their original starting five. Glenn Valentine III, Tedrick Washington Jr., Adrian Cohen, Jermel Grigsby, and Jaquan Tyus. For their starting five for the Blue Devils, it will be the same: David Granger, Chauncey Hughes, Travion Jones, Dylan DeLotte, and Darius Duffy. Shawnee with the basketball over on the right side. Valentine trying to bounce pass inside, and Chauncey Hughes gets a hand out there to knock it out of bounds, so they'll inbound it on the far sideline. Going to get it inbounds. They do. They get it over to Tyus. Tyus now over to Washington. He'll dribble out and around. Man-to-man defense. Tyus dribbles over to the right wing. Now back up top to Tyus. Down the left side. A shot up. No good. Ball tipped around. And coming down with it is Dylan DeLotte. DeLotte will get it to Hughes. Hughes will bring it across half court. KC looking for their first lead of the ball game, hoping to take it maybe on this possession. Jones with it. Now down over top to Granger. Granger on the baseline. Dribbles in, pull up jumper, no good. And Washington with the rebound for the Saints. He goes over to Tyus. Tyus now back to Washington. Hands it off to Valentine. Valentine driving in and goes up, and that one's blocked by Darius Duffy, but they're going to get Chauncey Hughes on the body foul. So Chauncey Hughes picks up his first personal. Glenn Valentine III is at the free throw line. The first one is up and no good. And he makes the second one. 27-25, a 2-point lead. Jones will bring it across half court. Valentine will pick him up, or Washington will pick him up. Trying to pass it there inside to Granger, and the foul is going to be called against Jermel Grigsby. He'll pick up his second personal. KC will inbound on the sideline. Get it to Jones. Jones on the dribble, hands it off to Hughes. Chauncey Hughes driving into the paint, forces a shot up, no good. Granger there with the rebound and the putback. Basket no good, foul is. The foul will go against Jermel Grigsby. It'll be his third personal. David Granger will go to the free throw line to shoot two. And the first one is up and no good. Ryan Gordon, a 6'5 sophomore out of Little Rock, Arkansas, will come in for Grigsby. He'll go to the bench with 3 fouls. Granger will toe the stripe one more time. And he makes that one, a 1-point ball game. Shawnee on top. Valentine with it. Guarded over there by Hughes. Trying to get the pass inside. Nice defense there. Hughes comes up with it to Jones. Jones driving, lays it up off the glass and good for 2. 28-27. KC on top for the first time since early in the first half. Washington with it, left side over to Cohen. His shot up, no good. And KC comes down with the rebound. Hughes, left side over to Granger. Granger back over to Hughes. Lob pass inside to DeLotte. DeLotte pump fake. Had the ball stripped away, but now he gets it back. Now to Duffy. Duffy at the free throw line, high off the glass, no good. Granger comes down with it, and Granger has the ball stripped away. Here come the Saints. Cohen for three from the right baseline up, no good. And we're gonna get a whistle and a foul on KC as DeLotte came in and basically pushed Ryan Gordon down to the floor to get that rebound. So DeLotte's first personal foul. Ryan McIntosh checks, or Kyler McIntosh checks back into the game. So inbounds pass. Gets it in to Tyus, and Tyus, nice footwork inside, got position and puts it up and in for two, 29-28. Jones dribbles over to the left wing. Gets double team there, gets it down to Duffy. Duffy back out up top to Granger. Granger down the lane, lays it off the glass, a little finger roll in and good. 39-29. Valentine to Washington, to Tyus, back to Washington, to McIntosh, to Cohen. Cohen gonna drive, tries to split the defenders, and he can't do it. He's gonna draw the foul. It's gonna go against Chauncey Hughes. It'll be his second personal, team third. And checking into the game, Ryan Gordon, number 21. 6'5" sophomore out of Little Rock, back into the action. And now inbounds pass, and Gordon loses it, and KC comes up with it. Hughes with it over on the left side. Brings it to the top of the key. Right side down to DeLotte for three from the right baseline. That one rattles in and out, no good. Granger in there battling for the rebound. One attempt back up, second attempt back up, and finally draws the foul. What hustle in there by David Granger. Foul will go against Jaquan Tyus. Second personal, team third. David Granger will be at the line to shoot two. And Granger makes the first one. Substitutions coming in for the Saints. Keontae Holder will check in. Tyrion King and A.K. Hazley. Those three guys coming back into the action. And Granger drops them both in. 32-29, a three-point lead now for the Blue Devils. Might be, I believe it's their biggest lead of the game. Holder with it at the point. Kicks it back out up top to Hazley. Hazley for three, that one's short. And coming down with the rebound is Chauncey Hughes. Hughes up to Jones. Jones takes it into the paint, and Jones has that one dejected. But running down the loose ball is Hughes. Believe that was Hazley that got up there for the block. Jones with it, 4 seconds on the shot clock. Jones pull-up jumper off the iron, no good, and it goes up off the top of the backboard, and the officials blow the whistle dead. And Julian Russell, 6'2" sophomore from Metropolis, Illinois, out of Massac County, checking into the game for the Saints. 15 minutes to go in the ballgame. KC on top by 3. Holder, right side over to Washington. Now up top to Hazley. Left side over to King. King back to Holder. KC in the man-to-man defense. Holder driving into the paint. Kicks it back up top over to Hazley. Shot up, no good, tipped around. Sorry, that was Gordon there on the shot. And KC comes down with the rebound. Jones with it at the point. Left side over to Hughes. Hughes down to the baseline, now into the paint. And we're going to have a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against the Saints. Keontae Holder will pick up his first personal. 4th team foul. KC inbounding underneath their own basket. All the way up top to Dylan DeLotte. DeLotte over to Jones. Jones gets it down to Granger, and Granger, as he takes the pass, is greeted there by Ryan Gordon. And Gordon's going to pick up the personal. Gordon's first personal. KC will inbound the ball underneath their own basket to our right, but not before the officials make sure that all the players have their shirts tucked in. Inbound pass all the way up top to Chauncey Hughes, showing his hops on that one. So it almost went over top of him. Hughes drives to the right side, now back up top to Granger. Granger underneath to DeLotte. DeLotte in the paint, working there against Ryan Gordon, and they're going to call DeLotte on the travel. 13:54 to go in the ball game. 32-29. KC on top. Media timeout. We'll be right back. $13:54 to go here in the ball game. KC leading 32-29 over Shawnee Community College. Holder with the ball for the Saints. Now left side over to Cohen. Cohen, pull-up jumper from about 18 is good for 2. Adrian Cohen with the bucket. Hughes brings it across half court. Hands it off to Jones. Hughes takes it back, left baseline, three-point attempt, no good. Washington on the dribble. He loses his balance, gets it up to Dylan DeLotte, and he comes home and jams it down. 34-31. Washington trying to control the ball and keep his balance at the same time, loses it there, and DeLotte takes advantage of it. Now Washington drives to the basket. That one's partially blocked, but the rebound pulled down there by Gordon. Gordon fighting inside, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul. And that's going to go against Travion Jones. That'll be his second personal. And that'll send Ryan Gordon to the free throw line, the 6'5" sophomore. Parkview High School out of Little Rock, Arkansas. And he puts that one up and in. Substitution into the game, Glenn Valentine III checking back in. (34-32). Gordon at the line, he makes them both. We got a 1-point game. Hughes will bring it across half court. Trying to go inside to Duffy. Duffy up top to Granger. Over to Hughes for three. That one's too strong. DeLotte battles for the rebound and pulls it back out. Back over to Hughes. Hughes going up strong and doesn't get the layup, but he comes down hard, folks. And the foul is going to go against Adrian Cohen as Chauncey Hughes is helped up on the floor, from the floor. And Cohen will pick up his first personal. 16 foul though. Chauncey Hughes is at the free throw line. 6-foot sophomore out of Carroll, Illinois. Averaging about 12 points a game, shooting just under 60% from the free throw line. See if he can convert. And he does. One down. Jaquan Tyus checking back into the game as Ryan Gordon will go to the bench. The officials take a little time to make sure all the sweat from where Hughes was laying on the floor is down. There you go. Teamwork by both teams in there. And now they ask for a towel. Make sure they get it all wiped up. Believe they got the floor taken care of down there. As Chauncey Hughes will step up to the line one more time. And that one's good. 36-33, KC back on top by 3. Holder quickly brings it across half court. Over to the right side, now he hands it off over to Cohen. Cohen back to Holder. He drives in, gets it over to Tyrus. Tyrus, a little jumper from about 6 on the left baseline is good. Travion Jones working against Holder, bringing it up across half court. Holder all over him there. Now bounce pass over to Granger. Granger trying to go back door to Duffy, and that one was intercepted by Valentine. Valentine to Holder, Holder to King, and King lays it in off the glass for 2, and Shawnee back on top by 1. And now King with the steal on the inbounds pass and puts that one up and in. 39-36. KC now finds themselves down by 3. Full court pressure. Get it over to Travion Jones. Jones gets it up to Duffy. He can't get it to drop. The loose ball coming back in, finally on the ground, and finally it is Shawnee that picks it up. Ryan Gordon with it. Out to Cohen. And Cohen. Outlet pass there over to King. And I believe they're going to say King might have stepped out of bounds. My view was blocked here. But he buried the 3 before the official, right as the official blew the whistle. Full court pressure here. Duffy gets it across half court. Now trying to hand it off to Granger, and Granger had that ball tipped out of his hands there by Tyus. So KC will keep it on the sideline here to my right. Inbound pass to Jones, 39-36. Blue Devils down by 3. Now to Hughes. Hughes driving into the paint. Shot up, no good, and the rebound pulled down by King. Tyreone King out of Blytheville, Arkansas. Now he hands it off to Valentine. Valentine over to the right side to Washington. Washington to Cohen. Back to Valentine. Valentine into the paint. And we're going to have a whistle. And a foul on the Blue Devils. Travion Jones picks up his third personal. 15 foul. Jalen Petty will come into the game for Chauncey Hughes. Petty is 6'6" freshman out of South Bend, Indiana. Inbounds pass to Cohen. Cohen drives, kicks it back out to Valentine, up to Washington, right side over to King. Back down to Cohen, back to King on the right wing for three. That one's too strong, and the rebound pulled down by Granger of the Blue Devils. Now to Travion Jones. 39-36, Blue Devils down by three. Granger, right side to Duffy. Duffy, left side over to Petty. Petty into the paint, spin move. It has the ball stripped out of his hands on his way up. And the Blue Devils will keep it on the far end. $10-10 to go here in the ball game. Blue Devils to inbound it underneath their own basket. Inbounds pass to Duffy. Duffy getting it up top to Granger, and now we're going to have a whistle and a foul. And that one's going to go against Adrian Cohen. That'll be his second personal. Jermel Grigsby checking back into the game for Tyrone King. David Granger back at the free throws line again tonight. Been there multiple times. And that one's up and in. Granger's second one. That one's too strong off the back of the iron, no good. Cohen with the rebound. He'll hand it off to Valentine. Valentine to Cohen. Now up to Grigsby. Back to Valentine. Valentine driving into the paint. Trying to get it underneath, intended for Tyus, and it's off his hand and out of bounds. (39-37). Jones bringing it across half court. Dribbles over to the right, now back to the left around the double screen. Looking inside to Petty now on the right point. To Granger on the right wing, down to Petty on the baseline. Underneath to Duffy. Duffy going up and has the ball stripped out of his hands, and we got a whistle. And we're going to get a foul. Foul is going to go against Tedrick Washington Jr. Second personal, team eighth. Darius Duffy will go to the free throw line for the Blue Devils. Averages about 5 points a game. 43% shooter from the line, and he makes the first one. Keontae Holder checking back into the game for the Saints. For Glenn Valentine III. Duffy at the free throw line can tie it up with this one. That one's too strong. Tyus with the rebound. Back to Holder. Holder quickly down the right side of the court. He hands it off to Washington. Washington over to Grigsby. Grigsby back to Washington. Washington step back beyond the arc for three. That one's no good. Granger with the rebound for the Blue Devils. Outlet to Jones. Jones to Petty. Petty going in, and his layup no good, but we got a whistle and a foul, and that one's going to go against Jermel Grigsby. Grigsby's fourth personal. Team ninth, Jalen Petty will go to the free throw line for the Blue Devils. And that one's too strong. And checking back into the game, Tyrone King. Jamel Grigsby will come to the bench with 4 personal fouls. Jalen Petty back at the free throw line. That one's no good. Off the back of the iron, no good. Cohen with the rebound. Takes it all the way down the court and kicks it out right side, intended for Washington, and Washington had his foot on the out of bounds line. Cohen was right at the basket. Substitution into the game, Tyrone Smith, the 6'8 freshman out of Chicago, Illinois, coming in for Jalen Petty. Inbounds pass to Smith. It's full court pressure. Smith looking for some help. Now hands it off to Jones. Jones gets it back over to Smith, and we got a 10-second violation. In that situation, Travion Jones could not get open. Tyrone Smith was having some issues. Bringing it up the court, and we're going to have a substitution coming into the game here. His first time into the game tonight. Number 5, a 5'9 freshman from Oakville, Illinois, Jackson Hari. Going to take the place of Dylan DeLotte. Give him another ball handler in there. 39-38, 8:38 to go. Cohen drives right side of the lane, layup up, no good. Tyus with the rebound and the putback, that one's no good. And coming down with it is Granger for the Blue Devils. Granger to Jones. Jones right side over to Hari. Hari back up top to Granger. Granger, oh, he took one too many steps there. They allow a Euro step, but not 2 of them. So, turnover on the Blue Devils. King will inbound it on the far sideline to Cohen. Cohen left side, dribbling down, reverse layup, a nice move there. By Adrian Cohen, 41-38. Jackson Hari will bring it up across half court. Hari dribbles down to the right baseline, kicks it out left side. 3-point attempt by Granger up, no good. And the rebound pulled down there by Washington. Washington now to Cohen. 7.5 to go in the ball game. Cohen at the top, dribbles down the left wing. Now back up top to Washington. Washington down to the right side to the baseline, spin move, kicks it out to Tyus at the free throw line, pump fake, drives down, pump fake again. Second attempt and gets that one up and in. And he flops to the floor and says no foul, but hey, you got the bucket. 43-38. Jackson Hari with it on the right side. Now left side over to Tyrone Smith. Smith into Granger to Duffy at the free throw line. Now hands it off to Jones. Jones driving in, the floater off the glass, no good. Tyus with the rebound. Outlet pass to Washington. 43-38. Washington left side, Cohen for 3. That one's too strong. Granger with the rebound for the Blue Devils. Jones brings it across half court, calls a timeout. Here on the floor by Kaskaskia. We're going to take it with them. And it looks like we got a 30-second timeout, so we're just going to keep it right here, and let's talk about our corporate sponsors of the Kaskaskia College Sports Association. Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, 3 locations to serve you. One in Hoffman, in Hoyleton, and Central City.
Hey, it's going to be a 30. We're still going to hit. He's got to call full for it to take away the media.
So now the officials are talking here. So they're telling him, so Coach Brian Hancock called a 30-second timeout, and now the officials were discussing something about taking away the media timeout. So, don't understand, but hey, Blue Devils are back on the floor. Waiting for Shawnee. Here they come. So it'll be KC basketball. They're down by 5. 6.5 to go. They'll inbound it right in front of their own bench. Inbounds pass to Jackson Hari. Hari on the dribble. Into the paint now, backs it back out. Gonna set it back up, goes over to the left side now. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Hari, spin move into the paint. Pull up, fadeaway jumper, no good as he falls to the floor. And the rebound pulled down by Holder. Holder hands it off to Cohen. Cohen right side to Washington, now up top to Gordon. Now back out to Washington. He'll bring it back out to the center circle. Washington to Cohen. Cohen driving down, pull up jumper from 6 foot on the left elbow is good. 45-38. Jones driving into the paint, has the ball knocked out of his hands. It'll go out of bounds. KC will keep it. Now we got a media timeout here. So we're going to take it with them. We'll be back right after this message. .536 to go here in the ballgame. 45-38 KC trailing Shawnee. KC will inbound the ball underneath their own basket all the way to the far right. Inbound pass to Jones. Jones brings it back out, sets up the offense. Jones looking, now backs it back out. 8 seconds on the shot clock, down to 5. And he loses the handle on it. Jones gets it back. Gonna have to put one up for 3. And that's gonna be an air ball shot clock violation. So Shawnee will take over. Length of the court to go. KC applying full court pressure. Inbounds pass to Cohen. Cohen gets it up to Valentine. Valentine over to Gordon, who can't get the shot to fall. Jones drives down the lane. Little floater up over the front of the iron is good. 45-40. Inbounds pass. They get it into Washington. And right away, Travion Jones reaches in, trying to tie it up, and they're going to call him on the foul. That'll be his 4th personal. 6th team foul. Now our substitution, Chauncey Hughes will check back in, the 6-foot sophomore out of Carroll, Illinois. Inbounds pass to Washington. Back to Valentine. Valentine now up to King. King over to Cohen, and Cohen gets the shot off and the foul. No basket. Foul will go against Jackson Hari, his 1st personal. And that's going to send Adrian Cohen to the free throw line. 6'3" sophomore out of San Antonio, Texas. And he misses the first. Substitution in the game, Jaquan Tyus checking back in. Ryan Gordon to the bench. And he gets the second one to fall, Cohen does. 46-40, a 6-point lead for the Saints. Hughes with it, right side over to Hari. Up top to Granger. Back over to Hughes. Now up to Granger at the point. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Hari. Pull up from the right elbow. That one's too strong. Duffy runs down the rebound and has it slapped out of his hands. There was Valentine, and they're going to say out of bounds on the Saints, so it'll be KC basketball to my right. Inbounds pass over to Granger. Granger to Hughes. Hughes dumps it underneath to Duffy, and Duffy puts it down with a two-handed jam. 46-42. Inbounds pass to Washington. Washington has his pass taken away. Granger with it. Granger stripped away in the paint, picks it back up, kicks it back out now over to Smith. Smith to Hughes. Down to Hari to Hughes, driving. Layup good off the glass. Way to split the defenders there by Chauncey Hughes. 2-point ball game. KC full court pressure. And they're going to get the foul on Jackson Hari as they tried to trap Washington in the corner there. So Washington will go to the free throw line, where he'll shoot a 1 and bonus. Both teams are in the bonus now, and he misses it. Hughes with the rebound. Hughes backs it out, resets the offense. Dribbles over to the left side, down to Hari on the wing. Hari dribbles around the screen, dumps it underneath to Granger. Granger shot up, no good. Duffy with the rebound. New shot clock. Duffy down to Hari. Hari dribbles underneath the paint, and he steps out of bounds. Nice job there by Jaquan Tyus, forcing Hari down to the baseline, and he steps out of bounds. And now we got a timeout on the floor by the Shawnee Community College Saints. Full timeout, 1 minute. We're going to take a break. We'll be back. .307 to go in the ballgame. 46-44, KC trailing by 2. Full court pressure by the Blue Devils, and they throw it away. Hari comes up with it. Hari goes up strong, and that one does not fall. Shawnee comes down with the rebound. Valentine with it, guarded there by Hughes. Now right side over to Washington. Shawnee spreading it out. Washington left side over to Valentine. Now back over to Washington, back to Valentine, back over to Washington now. 2.5 to go. Washington driving up high off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped around. Hari comes up with it. Hari outlet over to Hughes. Hughes back to Hari. Hari on the dribble now. Hari gonna take it strong. He goes up strong, and we got a whistle and a foul. Basket will not fall. But Jackson Hari will go to the free throw line. Foul will go on Tedrick Washington Jr. Jackson Hari will go to the free throw line, shooting around 76% from the stripe. And he makes the first one. Jamel Grigsby checking back in. Tyrone King. And Hari makes them both. We're tied. And with that, Coach Brian Hancock wants a timeout. He's going to take a full timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute. And we come back from the timeout. Shawnee will have to inbound from the far side, full court pressure. And before they can even do that, Shawnee's going to take a timeout. This is going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll just keep it right here. State Farm Insurance Agent Jack Graham, located at 426 West Broadway in Centralia. Lee's Sporting Goods, downtown Nashville. For all your sporting goods needs, give Lee's a call. 618-327-8866. Donald Distributing, quality service since 1965. Munkin Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, GMC, Chevrolet, Buick, Toyota, and Nissan. Now with 3 locations to serve you in between Centralia and Mount Vernon. Been serving the area since 1967. Those are some of our Kaskaskia College Sports Association corporate sponsors. We'll try it again here as they get ready to inbound. The full court pressure by the Blue Devils. Tied at 46. Inbound pass to Washington. He brings it across half court, hands it off to Cohen. Cohen at the center circle. Guarded there by Hughes. Cohen driving to the left side, down to 11. Trying to kick it out over right side. That was supposed to go to Grigsby. And Smith there to knock the pass down. KC with the ball. Hughes with it. Left side over to Granger. Granger down to Hari. Back up top to Hughes. Back over to Hari on the left wing. 1.5 minutes to go. 10 on the shot clock. Left side. Down to Granger to Hari. 3. Hari. Pull-up jumper off the back of the iron. No good. 1:20 to go. Cohen left side over to Washington. Washington on the dribble, working against Hari. Double team, now kicks it back up top to Tyus. Back over to Washington. Washington down to the right side. 7 on the shot clock. Washington working the baseline against Hari. And they're going to get Jackson Hari on the foul. That'll be his 3rd personal. Under a minute to go in the ball game, and Tedrick Washington Jr. will go to the free throw line. Washington at the free throw line. He'll get a shoot 2. First one is good. And the second one is up and good. 48-46. Shawnee back on top by 2, under a minute to go. And Hughes is going to bring it across half court, call timeout. And they're going to take a full timeout. So we're going to take it with them. We'll be back in 1 minute. 48-46 is your score here. Shawnee leading the Blue Devils by 2, 49.4 seconds to go on the game clock, 23 seconds to go on the shot clock. KC will have the basketball. They'll inbound it on the sideline here to my right. Coach Brian Hancock drawing up the play. Blue Devils looking to tie, maybe take the lead on the 3. Inbounds pass to Hughes. Travion Jones checked in during that timeout for Jackson Hari. 10 seconds to Hughes. Gonna drive all the way through the paint and lays it up and off the glass for 2. We are tied. Inbounds pass taken away by Jones. He puts it back up and in, and KC with the lead. Timeout. Timeout called by KC as Travion Jones steals the inbounds pass and puts it back up and in to give KC the lead. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here. Talk about some of our corporate sponsors again for the Kaskaskia College Sports Association. Prairie Creek Apartments, affordable student housing. Visit their website at www.prairie-creek-apartments.com. API Survey, LLC. Land Surveying and Civil Engineering, located in Nashville, Illinois. Give them a call at 618-478-9000. In Magna Exteriors, a NASCOT industry located in Nashville. So KC with a 2-point lead, 50-48. Shawnee will inbound the ball on the far end. They got the length of the court to go. 30.7 seconds to go in the ball game on the game clock, 30 seconds on the shot clock. So 0.7 of a second difference. Inbounds pass, they get it into Valentine. Valentine will bring it up across half court. Valentine Backs it back out. Down to 20 seconds. And a timeout called by Shawnee with 19.8 seconds to go. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. .8 seconds to go in the ballgame. KC on top, 50 to 48. They turn the shot clock off. Shawnee will inbound the ball right here to my left. All right, looks like we're good to go here. Inbounds pass, they get it into Valentine. Valentine dribbles over to the right side. He hands it off to Cohen. Cohen going up, and he's greeted there by Darius Duffy, who knocks that one out of bounds. Ball will remain with the Saints, but now they'll inbound underneath their own basket. 12.8 seconds to go. And before they get the inbounds pass, Coach John Sparks wants a timeout. Another full timeout, so we're going to take another break. We'll be right back. And we're back. Shawnee will inbound underneath their own basket. Trying to get it in, looking. And the inbound pass is thrown away. Nice job there by Chauncey Hughes. Able to deflect the pass. Tyrone Smith comes up with it and then quickly gets it over to Travion Jones. And the foul will go against Jaquan Tyus. To be his third personal. That'll bring Travion Jones to the free throw line for the Blue Devils with a 2-point lead and 8.9 seconds to go. And the first one is up and in. Puts them up by 3. Tyrion King back into the game for the Saints. Jones at the line one more time, can make it a 2-possession game here. And he does. And with that, Brian Hancock wants another timeout. Going to be another full timeout, another minute, so we're going to take it with him. We'll be right back. Devils leading by 4 with 8.9 seconds to go. In the ball game, it'll be Shawnee basketball. They'll have the length of the court to go. It's a 2-possession game. Obviously, KC does not want to try to foul here. Last thing you want is a 3-point and a foul to get him in. Inbounds pass. They go left side over to Cohen. Cohen for 3. He can't get it. Long rebound, and they're going to wave the shot off. They're going to say no. The rebound came back to Valentine, and Valentine puts the shot up. It went in, but the officials wave it off. KC hangs on to win this one, 52-48. They now improve to 11-2 on the season. The Saints fall to 6-4. That's going to do it for us. The Blue Devils, I believe, go on the road for this coming Saturday. So it's going to do it for us. We appreciate you joining in here tonight. The Blue Angels fall earlier this evening to Shawnee, and the Blue Devils win this one, 52-48. I'm Marty DeCamper saying good night from Kaskaskia College.